Rain's cleared out for tonight, but we've got more on the way, more on the forecast coming up.
Top tonight is the weather. Turn your attention to the weather. A heavy downpour this evening, and we're in for some more. Molly starts here with the first look at that forecast. Molly, good evening.
Good evening, and you were right. We definitely saw some downpours here this evening between the 5 o'clock and now hours. And as you can see, they've moved out. They're now down near Montgomery area, and they're seeing lots of lightning with these storms. But just like today, we're going to see a lot more rain tomorrow. Biggest chances of rain this weekend are coming on Sunday and Monday, but tomorrow we've got this SPC outlook where we are under an enhanced risk for tomorrow, but I'll have more details on that and the rest of your rain coming up in just a few minutes. Well, still ahead, we've got more rain on the way in store for your weekend. Stick around after the break to find out more. Well, the current good news is this radar is looking a lot drier than it was this afternoon and early evening. Now, we saw a few downpours just a few hours ago, and luckily those are gone for our night. We still see the remnants of that down near Montgomery, but here in central and western Alabama, we're staying pretty dry for now. Unfortunately, as we move into the weekend, you are going to see a lot more rain. The chances of rain only increase going into Monday, so the difference is the temperatures are dropping. Not very much. It's still going to feel very hot and muggy out with those high humidity levels mixed with these higher temperatures, but it's June. It's that time of year, and we got to deal with it here in central Alabama. But talking about tomorrow, we do have our SPC outlook that shows us having a enhanced 3 out of 5 risk for tomorrow. Now, the good news with this is there is no tornado risk expected. The biggest risk for these strong thunderstorms moving in, and it's going to be batches of thunderstorms moving in together, making almost a system. However, the biggest threat is those high winds of 60-mile-per-hour gusts that can cause some straight line wind damage, very similar to that of bigger thunderstorm systems that we see in the springtime. But luckily, that is the biggest threat for tomorrow, as well as just some heavy downpouring and frequent lightning. But let's take a little bit of a look at what that can look like. So waking up tomorrow morning about 8:30, we should be kind of dry, very similar to today, where you've seen the sunshine, but you've also seen some rain, and some people didn't see any rain today. But like I said, we have more of a systematic thunderstorm approaching us, but it should move out, so we might have a second round about Saturday night, about the midnight hour. That sticks around until Sunday morning. And again, we repeat this cycle of some clear time and then some more thunderstorms on the way. Well, the thunderstorm outlook for Sunday is looking a little bit better currently. Now, this is subject to change, but we're only at a level 1 out of 5 risk for Sunday as of now. Monday, we don't have those exact results yet just because of the way the SPC does their outlooks, but it's looking like we could still be at that 1 or 2 level risk by Monday, and I'll keep you updated on that as we move through this weekend. But taking a look at that extended forecast, the biggest news right now is those rain chances not only sticking around for Saturday and Sunday, but into your work week. Monday all the way through next Friday currently has relatively higher chances of rain for being this far out, and there's not much news with the temperatures. We do have a slight cool off, but only to the mid 80s. And Jabari, with these high temperatures, we're going to see a lot of humidity, especially with all these chances of rain. And you know, as we have these severe weather outlooks and we're heading into hurricane season, download our free WVUA 23 app and keep up to date with weather coverage and updates, as well as our social media platforms. Search Richard Scott WVUA 23.
So a rainy weekend, right?
Unfortunately. Now, hopefully it's like today where not everyone sees rain and we see some sunshine, but that sunshine's only going to add to the sticky and muggy, gross feeling outside.
We had to kind of see. All right,
yes.
Molly, thank you. Well, Gary Harris is standing by with a look at what's coming up in sports. Gary, good evening.